about machine learning, an introduction.
Okay.
So almost everyone knows about artificial intelligence. It's a hot topic nowadays, and I've seen movies where robots take over the world. Okay,
Yes.
and some people whom I met, they think AI is very dangerous. Okay, and you know what? One of my students, okay,
Yeah.
I told him like, I suggested him, why don't you do your higher studies in artificial intelligence for
Yes.
his masters? He told me it's too dangerous. Okay, so some people think something bad about AI,
Yeah.
but it can be used well, quite well, and uh, at this point of time we are not so advanced that we'll have a threat of AI. We are not that
Yes.
advanced. AI.
In research and development mode currently.
Yes, currently I
Yeah.
there is nothing that can actually think that well. Recently you heard about GPT-2.
No.
So I saw in the news that Google released, no, sorry, not Google, OpenAI. That I think
Okay.
it's Elon Musk's startup.
Yes.
Heard of? So
Yeah.
they released GPT-2, which was able to give answer to questions, and it could also code things. Like if you ask it, uh, make a red box, it will give you
Yes.
the HTML code for making the box.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was possible. I mean, it gave that's a good advancement.
Yes.
So when we actually talk about machine learning, there are three types: supervised,
Yeah.
unsupervised. Do you know the third one?
Not remembering.
Most people don't know. These are the main ones. So reinforcement.
Reinforcement. Yeah.
Yeah. Most people don't discuss about this, but I think it's quite important, this one.
Yes.
So let's talk about reinforcement first.
Reinforcement learning.
So
Okay.
reinforcement is it's very much like the real world. Okay, it's like
Okay.
you have a model. Okay, and whatever it does, okay, let's say it does some action. Okay, on that action, it either gets a reward or it gets a punishment.
Okay.
Okay, it gets either one of these. Now depending on what it gets, whether it gets a reward or a punishment, it will either repeat or not repeat the action. Like it will
Yes.
go in its correct path.
Yeah.
So
To gain more rewards.
yes, so this is actually, if you think about this, this is very similar to how humans evolved, right?
Right. From childhood.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Our parents used to say, "Do this, you will get means good marks.
yes,
You are
you'll
good,
get
good child."
yeah, getting good marks. Like I'll give you a bicycle if you get good marks. These
Yes.
are things I've heard from my
Right.
parents. So there are two types of reinforcement learning. One is positive,
Negative.
and the other one is negative. Okay. So coming to this positive and negative, it's actually quite simple. Let's say this is your scale. Okay. Above this, above this is good. Things like excellent performance. Okay. Below this is, let's say, fail. Think about this as an exam. Okay.
Yes.
And this is pass. Okay. Now,
Okay.
in positive, what happens is, if it does an action, it will get a reward. Like if it does a good action, it will get a reward. Okay. But in negative, what happens is, if it does, whether it does positive action, it will not get a reward. Okay. But it will only get a punishment when it does a negative action.
Yeah. Means
Okay.
fail.
Yes. So here, yeah, so here it's something interesting happens. Okay, uh, what happens is, think about this: when you get a reward when it's positive, then uh, then the model will tend upwards. Like it will be near excellent by
Yes.
getting rewarded and rewarded. Okay, but question is, what will happen if it is punished when it has bad action? But it's not never rewarded. It's only punished when it's a bad action.
Yes.
Then what do you think? Where will it
Fail.
be?
Fail at the
Fail?
bottom of, or
Actually,
at
not really. It will just be above fail, just above fail,
of
near
fail.
passing. It just barely, it just barely tries to not get any punishment.
Yes.
Okay, I mean that's all it has to do, right? Not get any punishment. So it usually is above this.
Yeah.
Okay, but this positive, it goes up. It goes up because it gets a reward. Okay,
Yes.
so this is the difference. You'll get to know more when we dive in deeper into reinforcement learning. It's actually quite
Okay.
interesting. And regardless of supervised or unsupervised, reinforcement learning is the most relatable thing to the real world, because even
Yes.
animals work this way.
Yes. Right. Even
Okay,
humans. I
yes,
think
humans
this
actually.
all these movies are means for this only, positive and negative. Some are positive people, means positive robots and negative
Yes,
robots.
yeah, that's true.
Unsupervised learning.
Okay, you heard of supervised and unsupervised before, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, uh, can you help me with the type of unsupervised? There are two types.
Means currently I'm not able to remember.
Okay,
I know that it's some type of grouping clustering of
okay,
things.
good.
Yeah.
So first one is clustering. Second one is, yeah, grouping, or well, grouping or clustering is the same thing. Second one is association or relationship. Okay, so this is actually noticed in our real life also. For example, like in LinkedIn and Facebook, usually you get suggestions of friends, right? So
Yeah.
how does it
Based on your
suggest you
college,
friends?
based on
Yes,
your college
college.
or is
Okay,
degree you are doing.
yes.
Yeah.
Also your friends also, like depending on your friend, mutual
Yeah.
friends. Yeah,
Right.
yes. So this is actually association. How it happens is, let's say this is your data. Okay, this is another person's data, and this is maybe one more person. Now, in unsupervised learning, if you just give data of all these persons, okay, it can find relationship between this and this.
Yes.
Okay, it will find something common between this, and it will suggest that this is related to this. Okay, it can also
Yes.
say this is related to this, and one thing can actually relate to many things also. I mean, one person can be related to many other persons also. Now,
Yes.
clustering. So this is one group of well, cluster, and let's say this is another second group. Okay,
Yes.
uh, now usually they won't be like this one. I made it red and this one yellow. Usually all of them will be same color and same shape uh, until they are clustered. So what happens is, in clustering, unsupervised learning basically finds groups. Okay,
Yes.
it tries to find groups in Gmail. Okay, like
Yeah.
spam filtering.
Yes.
Okay, so all the messages for in your Gmail account, maybe
It's for
yeah, maybe this one is spam, and maybe this one is, well, okay, nowadays
I
I
think
see Gmail also has, yeah, it has promotions also, right? I think as, yeah,
yes.
promotions, social, yeah.
Yeah.
So all this it does through clustering.
Yes. In which the links are included in, not sent from daily
Yes,
links. Yeah.
yes, correct. Okay, so these were quite simple. Unsupervised reinforcement was quite simple, but some people have lots of confusion in supervised learning. Okay,
Yeah.
and mainly because some people tell them something different. I'll tell you what I was taught and what we are actually supposed to be taught.
Supervised learning.
So, supervised, two types of supervised learning algorithms. Um, Number one is classification,
Yeah, and regression.
regression, right? Okay, so here classification and regression. So what's the difference, right? This is this gets very, you know, sometimes it gets confusing. For classification, it's usually when you have finite labels. When you have finite labels, okay. But in regression, when you have either infinite or some people will only say this, okay, or unfeasible,
Yes.
unfeasible possibilities. Okay, I'll give you some examples. It'll become easier to understand. So, in classification, um, let me give you some problem statements. So, one of them is like, I think you've heard of binary classification, right?
Yes.
For example,
Zero.
yeah, 0, 1. Okay, let's say that predicting gender of a person, okay,
Yes.
based on the data. So, which one is it? Is it classification or regression?
Classification.
Okay,
Because there are
classification.
finite labels, zero or one. Only two
Yes,
possibilities.
because there is only either male
Or
or there
female.
is female. It was simple, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Regression. Now, let me give you an example. So, how about predicting the price of a house
Yeah, it is different. Based on
if you
square
have all the
foot.
data?
Yeah,
Yeah,
based on square
like,
foot, area, and all other things.
yes. But then when you're calculating price, like, you can go infinite on decimal places. Like, it can be 200.0012. Like, there's or near infinite number of possibilities for
Yes.
the number. So that's why it's regression.
Yeah,
Okay.
in which values are different.
Yes,
Yeah.
values are near infinite. So with regression only, I need to come to this. Okay. So what happened with me once was someone told me, finding age of a person. What
Okay.
is this? Classification or regression according to our rules?
Regression because age can be different.
Age can be different, but what if age is like, age can be in between? No, it can't be zero. Well,
Yeah.
maybe it could be, but then usually people say it as 1 to 100, right?
Yes.
Hmm, right. So now, no one can tell my age is 2.3 or something. Well, I never heard them saying.
Yeah.
So this is finite, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think? It's classification or regression?
As you said, it is finite means it should be classification, but I think it is regression because
Okay.
there is
Yes.
multiple values.
Yeah. So basically, this is unfeasible number of possibilities.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, you can say,
Because
you can argue. Yeah.
yeah,
You can
maybe
argue
because
that.
there are more
Yes.
people of age 10 and more people
Yes.
means less people of above 60, something like that. So we
Well,
can
actually,
much
the
clearly predict. Yeah.
hmm, actually, there are two problems over here. Okay. The first problem is, who is deciding this upper limit?
Right.
Okay. Okay. First is that problem. Okay. Uh, second problem is, you see here, if you want to classify it, how many classes, how many labels will you have? Like 100 labels? Okay. So usually what happens is, you you get output from a model which is a number. Okay. and let's say the number will be between 1 to whatever it is, but then you have to convert this to one of the labels, and having 100 labels, well, it's unfeasible.
Yeah.
And you know what, regression, it's simple to find out. Usually when there is a number, okay, it's most probably regression.
Yes.
Okay.
There are
Age
different
of a
values.
person. Yes. So one of the persons who actually told me about age of a person is regression. So he said that it's regression because age can be anything. Age can be 1 year, 2 month, and hour and second minute. Well, uh, I asked him that how come, like, what if no one actually asks age like that? No one tells his age like that. So I'd actually prefer people using something like this as an
Yes.
explanation. Okay. So, uh, can you give me an example? Okay, bird species. Detecting
Bird
bird
species.
species of a
I
bird.
I think it is classification means we can classify the birds. Means there are particular labels for this type of bird like that.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So now, okay, this is interesting. So, you've been doing trading for a while. So,
Yeah.
let's say current price is at this 100, but
Okay.
you want to predict the next price after, let's say, 10 minutes or so. What is it? Is it
Regression.
classification? Regression. Okay, why is it?
Yeah. Because who knows, the price can be anything. Just from 100, it may go up 120 or it may go to 80. Yeah, I mean,
Okay, good. Okay, that's right. So yeah, it can be anything. That's right. It's near infinite possibilities,
yes.
unfeasible. Okay,
There are total three types.
okay,
First, supervised,
three.
unsupervised, and third one is reinforcement.
Okay,
Yeah. And in the reinforcement, we have studied that there is two possibilities, positive and negative.
okay,
Yeah. And means we give an example like that a person who tends to get a reward and or punishment. So he tries mostly to get rewards to do action upon that. After that, we learn the unsupervised learning. Okay.
yeah. Now I will tell you one major difference between supervised and unsupervised learning. Okay.
Okay.
I think reinforcement learning is very clear. It's very different. So
Yes.
coming to supervised, unsupervised, what happens is usually you have some data. Let's say one, two, three, 4. Okay, and the actual value, we can call it y. Let's say this
Okay.
is 5 and this should be 6. Okay, so when you actually have the this thing, what could be
Actual
the
value.
expected output? Yes,
Okay.
the expected output. Then this falls under supervised. Okay, because you already know the outcome for 3 and 4 should be 6. You know the outcome for 1 and 3 should be 5, right? But you just need to train the model with these rules, okay, so
So
that
that they can
it can, yes, so that,
predict.
yeah, so that they can predict. But my question is, can they only predict these two rules?
No, they have to predict both three and
They can
four.
only, so let's say we only train with these two, this and this, that's it. Okay, so after training, will it only be able to predict these two? Like, what if I give it 8 and 9? Will it predict it?
If we give 1, 3, and 3 for both, means like this data.
We can see that it can give an approximation, right?
Yeah.
If it can't give the actual value, at least it can give an approximation for 8 and 9, even if it was not trained for this. So some people say that, like, we can use if else for this, right? So here's the answer why it's better to use these models, because it can give a pretty good approximation, like
Yeah.
good, like not what an if else could do. Okay,
You're right. I mean,
so
It
Yes.
is based on our data. More data means it can predict
Yes.
means pretty good.
Usually in enterprise, we have a lot of data, like a
Yes,
few thousands and even millions of rows of data.
right.
Right? So this is supervised, but in unsupervised, what happens is, let's say you have the data, okay, you have the data, but you don't have this.
Actual output.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah, or
have
expected.
anything of this actually. So
Yeah.
what this model should do is, it should find a relationship or association, either of it. So it doesn't know what the answer should be.
Yes.
It doesn't know what the answer should be. So if I give 1 2 and let's say 4 comma 4 comma 7, it could find a relationship between these two numbers, that maybe they are even or something. Okay,
Yes.
but there is no definite answer. It has to find relationship all by itself.
In supervised learning, the model learns from training data set which contains actual correct answers. However, in unsupervised learning, the model tries to find a relationship among data points. There isn't any known definite answer. All machine learning problems are solved by models. A model takes a problem as input and gives a solution as output.
Yes.
So now some common machine learning models, without which it would be like going in the dark. We should know something about what we learned. Some
Yes.
examples.
Right.
So any machine learning models that you know about, might have heard. So I'll give you one.
KNN model.
KNN. Okay. So let me give you a simple one. So this is a linear regression.
Okay.
Okay. And if you've seen, this is our logistic regression. Okay. These are called models.
Yes.
I'll show you one more. I like this one most. Okay. It's actually perceptron. Okay. These are all models, but there's there are many other types. Okay, let me show you here. There is one more group, okay, that we can call as optimizers. Now, how can you understand this? Models are, it's, you can think of them as something that gives you in return for whatever you give it. Like you give it something, some data,
Input.
and it will give you something as output. You can think of
Yes.
it like a cow. You feed it some grass and it will give you milk. It gives you something for what you give it. Same thing
Okay.
happens here.
Yeah.
You give it something, it gives you back. Give it something, it gives you back. Optimizer. So this is gradient descent. Okay. So why is this called optimizer? I'll give you a better term for it. It's also called a trainer. Okay.
Okay.
Now almost every animal, it needs, usually animals do need training if you want to get some good work out of them, right?
Yeah, like a dog. Means
Yes, a
most
dog.
people, yeah, train a
Yes,
dog and keep them with
yes,
them.
correct. So now the thing is, whatever input you give, what if it gives you something else as output? Like if you tell the dog to, uh, if you throw a stick for the dog to
Yeah.
bring it back, instead if it throws it even farther, well, that's not what it's supposed to do, right? You need a trainer
Yes.
for that. So
Right.
that's where these optimizers come in play. Gradient descent is one of the optimizers. So it will just train this model to, so that it does what you want it to do.
Okay. What
Okay.
is meant by gradient?
Yes, I'm coming to this.
Yeah.
So first of all, uh, this gradient descent actually has legs, not hands, because it doesn't want to go up. only wants to go down, doesn't want to climb, it wants to come down. Okay, we'll get to know more about this.
Okay.
Now you asked what a gradient is. So what is del? Del, you can think of it difference of y2 minus y1.
Yeah.
I have to improve writing skills. And x2 minus x1. So this del symbol is basically difference between two values. Okay.
Yeah.
So from here we can see that gradient is rate of change of y with respect
With
to x.
respect to X. Yeah. Right.
Yes. Okay. So this one we'll know more about it. Okay. The thing is, for knowing about all this, we'll this gradient descent, it has some secrets which it learned how to train this guy. It can train
Okay.
most of the things, even this it can train. Okay,
Like
so it
this.
has, yeah, it has some secrets which we can learn in its life history. I'll tell you about that. Okay, that is in upcoming lessons. In depth we'll go. So for now we have these characters, but this is not the end. There are many more. Okay,
Yeah.
there are a lot more. We'll keep discussing more and more. But for now, I think this is enough for introduction.
Right.
Any questions you have?
No, not really. Means, can you just give me these three types? Means, in which model they are considered like supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement?
Okay, this is a good question. So linear regression.
Yes,
Okay,
its name suggests it is regression, so it's supervised.
okay, yes. Actually, all of them are supervised. Well, this one it can see. The thing is that let me make this very clear. So you can classify it as supervised or unsupervised depending on what it does. Okay. For
Okay.
example, here, this is called logistic regression, right?
Yeah.
So what is this? First, tell me what this is. Is it regression or classification?
Regression.
Regression. Okay. There's something interesting which even I found out. You know, this is Iceland.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is Greenland. Okay.
Yeah.
It was quite amusing when I saw. So
Right.
basically, it's true here also. Okay. It's
Yeah.
true here
Means it
also.
is supervised. In supervised. It's classification,
This
right?
is this is classification. People call it regression for a reason, which you'll get to know once we dive in deep in this. But it's mostly used for classification problems.
Yeah.
Okay. Now with this perceptron, have you heard of neural networks?
Yes. In
Okay. So you know what neural networks are made up of?
our brain neurons.
Neurons. Okay. What is, you know that neurons and perceptrons are pretty much same.
Yeah.
So
I
an
don't know
artificial,
really, but it is something to generate electrical spark like that.
okay,
Maybe.
but a neuron is like one of the basic units of our brain.
Yes.
Okay, so here this is an artificial neuron which I actually showed you. An artificial neuron is more commonly called as a perceptron. Okay, these are same thing.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a perceptron. Now if you are using this as a neural network, like as a lot of these at the same time, then it is usually used uh, for doing unsupervised learning.
Okay.
Okay, but if you are using this, we'll get into more depth. It this, you know what, there's one very good thing about this perceptron. This perceptron can do work of both this as well as this. Okay, it's equivalent to both of these. It can beat both of them also.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we'll see how. Okay, for now these characters are live, and well, it feels good to have characters instead of
Yeah,
I
that
was
becomes not
really,
like a lecture, like
yeah, some people
typing.
yeah, some people like they write formulas and that's how they describe the models. But I really want to visually see them.
Yeah,
And in
means it
my
is
point of
better to understand.
yes,
Like, yeah, like means
hmm,
in they
yes,
make presentation all, and it is like only theory lecture type.
yes. You know this thing, this linear regression. It doesn't fight with the stick. It gives you the stick. Okay. Same way here. It doesn't fight with it. It gives that to you. And we'll get to know what happens. Okay. Okay. Any questions up till now?
No, not. So I think we need to sum up firstly.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
we have
summing up,
seen. Yeah,
so what
if you
we
have
learned about
saved,
yes,
if you have saved
models.
this, yeah, this slides means you are drawing. If you have,
Yes.
then we can fastly show means.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, we just discussed about different types of models, and we only saw one optimizer. Okay. There are some more also, but this is the most popular, and this can actually do optimize all these three and many more. Okay.
Yes.
So it's quite powerful. So we discussed about this and a brief about how they work, what they do. Like this is used for classification, even if it has regression in its name. It's usually used for classification,
Yes.
but it can do regression also. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's
Yeah.
up for now.
Right. We have
Okay.
seen means total five means total four main basic four main things. What is reinforcement learning,
Yes.
supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and different types of models, and one optimizer. And one
Yes.
interesting thing that logistic regression is not regression; it's classification.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
in next
Let's.
lecture,
Yeah. Next lecture we'll do perceptron. Okay.
okay,
We'll do perceptron, and then we'll go to this and this.
okay, linear regression, logistic regression. Yeah.
Yes, linear and logistic later. It this one can do both of this work. So we want to first discuss this, then we'll go to this, then we'll go to this.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay, that's it for now.